In the heart of the city, where tall buildings rose like proud giants and buses screamed through the roads with impatient horns, there lived a girl nobody noticed except to mock. Her name was Zara Okorie. She was 20 years old and she was alone. Every morning, the city woke up loud and confident. Students poured out of hostels, laughing, pressing phones to their ears, dragging friends along by the arm. Perfume floated in the air. Sweet, bold, expensive shoes clicked. Voices rose. Life moved fast. Zara moved quietly. She walked with her head down, shoulders slightly bent, as though apologizing for existing. Her body was skinny. Too skinny, people said. Her legs were long but thin, like sticks barely holding her up. Her arms looked fragile, veins faintly visible under very dark skin. Skin so dark that people joked it swallowed light. When she walked across campus, some students laughed. Ah, see wind dey waka. Is that human or shadow? She looks like hunger personified. They said it casually, loud enough for her to hear, quiet enough to pretend they didn't mean it. Zara heard everything. She always did. She wore oversized clothes, not for fashion, but to hide. Big sweaters in the heat, long skirts that swallows her legs, flat shoes, always flat. No makeup, no accessories, nothing that might draw attention. Yet, attention found her anyway. Not the kind she wanted. She walked alone every day. She sat alone in lecture halls. She ate alone when she ate at all. Nobody wanted to sit beside her. Some said she looked coarse. Some said her darkness was too much. Some said she was ugly enough to affect their mood. And so, Zara learned to disappear in plain sight. The university was big, prestigious, and cruel. It was the kind of place where beauty opened doors faster than intelligence, where girls with soft skin and full bodies laughed loudly and walked in groups, while girls like Zara were invisible until it was time to mock them. In our department, there were three girls everyone knew. They always walked together, always. Lydia, Amara, and Sophie, and among them, Lydia shone the brightest. She was beautiful in the way society worshipped. Light skin, coffee in all the right places, full lips, always smelling expensive. Even lecturers noticed her. Some smiled too long at her. Some excused her lateness. Some frowned when she spoke, but never with the anger they reserved for Zara. Lydia knew she was beautiful, and she used it like a weapon. Every time Zara walked past them, Lydia's eyes lit up, not with kindness, but with amusement. God forbid, Lydia would say, wrinkling her nose. Why is she always around us? Imagine waking up and seeing that in the mirror. Her friends laughed loudly. One day, in the lecture hall, Zara accidentally brushed Lydia's hand while trying to pass. Lydia screamed, "Ew! Don't touch me!" The whole hall turned. Zara froze. "Are you mad?" Lydia continued. "Can't you see yourself? You think we are the same?" The lecturer looked up. Instead of stopping it, he frowned at Zara. "Next time, watch where you are going," he snapped. "Some of you don't even know how to carry yourselves." Zara's hair burned. Her throat tightened. She whispered, "I'm sorry," though one with listening ears. She whispered, "I'm sorry," though no one was listening. There was one boy Zara admired, just one. His name was Daniel. He sat 3 rows ahead in class, tall, clean, calm. He laughed easily. Girls always found reasons to talk to him. Zara never spoke to him. She only watched. Sometimes she imagined what it would feel like if he smiled at her, if he said her name, if he didn't look away. Once, just once, she gathered courage. After lectures, she followed him outside. Her heart pounded so loudly she feared he could hear it. "Eh, Excuse me, please," she said softly. Daniel turned. His eyes landed on her face, and immediately something shifted. Discomfort, disgust, impatience. "Yes?" he asked, cold. I wanted to ask about the assignment." He sighed. "You should ask your friends." "I don't have—" She paused, and he cut in. "Exactly. Oh, yes," he cut in, looking away. "Please." And he walked off. Zara stood there, feeling smaller than ever. She didn't cry immediately. She waited until she got home. Her room was small, bare, one bulb, a narrow bed, no mirror. She had broken it years ago in anger. When she closed the door behind her, the strength left her body. She slid to the floor and cried. She cried for the girl she used to be. She cried for the woman she was becoming. She cried for the face she couldn't change. She cried for the skin she was burned into. "Why am I like this?" she whispered. Her boss booze. A message from the class group chat. Someone had posted a photo of her from behind, walking alone. Someone had posted a photo of her from behind, walking alone. Caption: "Even darkness gets lonely." The laughing emojis were endless. She dropped the phone. That night, she didn't eat. That evening, after crying until her eyes burned, Zara dragged herself out for evening lectures. The sun was setting. The campus glowed orange and gold. Students passed her in groups again, laughing again, leaving again. She walked slowly. Her mind was heavy. What if I could change? What if I could be beautiful? What if I could be coffee, admired, loved? Her heart ached. "I will do anything," she whispered. "Anything." Tears blurred her vision. She didn't notice when the path grew quiet. She didn't notice when the noise of the campus faded. Until, "Child," she stopped. Her heart jumped. She turned. An old woman stood behind her. She had appeared from nowhere. Her clothes were simple, her hair wrapped in faded fabric. Her eyes were deep, too deep. "Why are you crying like someone who has lost her soul?" the woman asked gently. Zara swallowed. I, I, I just want to be beautiful." The old woman tilted her head. "And what will you give in return?" The wind blew. The lights flickered. Zara felt something shift in the air. She didn't know it yet, but her life was about to change. Fear gripped Zara so suddenly that her legs almost gave way. Her fingers trembled where they clutched the strap of her worn bag. The night hair felt heavier now, thicker, as though it carried secrets that had been waiting for only her. The old woman stood calmly before her, unmoving, unbothered by Zara's shaking. I, I didn't hear you coming," Zara whispered. The woman smiled faintly, not warm, not cruel, just knowing. "You heard me long before you saw me," the woman said. "You called me with your heart." Zara's chest tightened. I didn't call anyone. The old woman took a step closer. Her eyes seemed to look through Zara, not at her, like they had already memorized every scar, every insult, every tear soaked into her pillow. You cry every night, the woman continued softly. You walk alone every day. You wish your skin were lighter, your body fuller, your face softer. Zara gasped. But how do you know that? The woman tilted her head. I heard your thoughts, she said simply. You screamed them into the air. Zara staggered back. Fear clawed at her throat. Who are you? She asked. The woman's gaze softened just a little. I am someone who once looked like you. They stood beneath a flickering street light. The city had gone strangely quiet, as if it were holding its breath. The old woman began to speak. I was born ugly, she said, without bitterness. Darkness than night, darker than anything, thinner than hunger, mocked by men, spat on by women. I was invisible until someone needed a joke. She smiled. Zara's eyes burned. I walked through life like a curse. The woman continued. I begged God. I fasted. I prayed until my knees bled. Nothing changed. The woman paused. Until one night, I met someone like me. Zara swallowed. She gave me what the world refused to give, the woman said. Beauty, power, and desire. Zara's heart pounded. And did it work? She whispered. The woman looked away. It worked too well. Silence fell between them. What do you want from me? Zara asked finally, her voice barely holding together. The woman turned back to her. I want to give you a choice. I can make you beautiful, the old woman said. The words landed like thunder. Not ordinary beauty, she continued. Not the kind that fades in bad lighting. I mean beauty that stops breath, curves that intoxicate, skin that glows like it drinks light. Zara's knees felt weak. I can make no man walk past you without turning, the woman said. No woman without envy, no lecturer without shock. Zara's lips parted. You will be spoken about, the woman added, whispered, desired, worshipped. The part 2 continues. Please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you.